Otherwise, the rest of the data remains what had been supplied earlier. I'm hoping I got her right. I may have my own challenges, but I'm hoping I got her right when she said that earlier. The data that was applied earlier from Safaricom is in my hands and is approximately less than 50 pages. It's data from various witnesses, various phone number subscribers, and it's less than 50 pages. The witnesses data, which is 11 pages. The second accused person's data, which is 10 pages. The first accused person's data, which is 26 pages. The deceased's data, which is 5 pages. And the third accused's data, which is 15 pages. Unusual. Unless the certificate alone is 450 pages or thereabouts, it would be quite unusual. What the prosecutor is giving us would be completely new data, completely new information, hitherto unsupplied. If this is need to go by, because what I have in my hand, which was supplied there, is saying, it's going to give us 500 pages. We said I talk about completely new information, hitherto undisclosed. The words were 500.
Over 500.
Over 500, yes. That makes matters even worse. Because that becomes completely new information, hitherto unsupplied. Now that is so for the Safaricom data. The Airtel data that was supplied is what is in my hand, and that's just 4 pages of information. The Airtel data, just what I have, is 4 pages of information.
Referring to the data, she said that it had been supplied earlier on the 16th.
No.
The Safaricom data is the one that is over 5.
The thing is, the data that's supplied on the 17th, we never accessed it, so we don't know it. We are relying on her word that it's more than 500 pages. The word more than 500 pages is very scary because it could be indeterminate. But we are managing our expectation that in that region and using it for analysis purposes. But I'm just hoping that the entire Safaricom server has not been downloaded into our phones, which is why the phone can't open. I'm hoping so. But having said that, the Safaricom data, the one that had been, remember she began by saying we had been given data earlier, they just reran and resupplied. What we had been given earlier, in the earlier days of this trial.
I think that was when she was trying to appraise the court of investigation.
Yes.
So that we see the way forward.
Correct.
Before she made her formal application.
Yes, yes.
In her formal application, I don't think that she referred to earlier supply.
The size of that data supplied is just about 50 to 60 pages. The cumulative size. Let me just make a record on that. So that if it is also true, more than 500 pages, then it will follow that is completely new information. It will follow. It is completely new information, hitherto unsupplied. Falls within the parameters of trial by ambush, clearly. That falls within the realm of trial by ambush. In the circumstances, we'll be urging that, as my colleague, Senior Counsel for Women has said, we get this data latest by 2 o'clock today. Whenever that's prepared for trial tomorrow. that we get the other unspecified, yet to be disclosed information that is referred to in the list of witnesses supplied. That is all.
About the same. And accordingly, we associate ourselves with the submissions. I would only propose perhaps that we leave this court that we leave this court with an indication from the prosecution as to how they intend to supply that data, specifically whether it will be in hard copy or soft copy, because the soft copy you have challenge of access, but the hard copy, because of the constraint of time, we wonder whether it will be possible to actually make copies and have each copy supplied with the hard copy. So I think the prosecution should be able to guide us on how best and how easy they intend to supply it if we have to proceed to the hearing tomorrow. And we hope that we get from this court with that confirmation. Other than that.
Melody, I've heard what the accused defense counsels and the victims' counsels have said. Again, we apologize. We thought that they would have been able to access November. We had again no knowledge. Once we are able to supply the documents that we have, defense counsels will see that it is the same document.
And the data corresponds to the questions they are asked earlier.
They will see that the data is the same as which one?
Is corresponding to the information that they had used earlier. So that is one of the things that was raised by one of the councils, if the data is still the same.
I think I'm losing you somewhere.
It's okay. So let me just repeat that. My lady, we are going to supply the data and they'll be able to have a look at it and satisfy themselves as to the authenticity of the data.
Because it had gone on record that you had indicated that the data corresponds to some information, I just wanted some clarity as to which information you are referring to. It will correspond to which information?
My lady, it will correspond to one of the defense counsels had raised the issue if they are going to be able to still cross-examine with the data that you're providing them tomorrow, today afternoon. And what I'm saying is that that data will still be able to cross-examine using the same line of questioning they had used. The numbers are the same, the time when the calls were made were the same, and also the names of the people on the record are the same. So the information, you will be able to use the information. So that was an error on our part. But it does not affect.
You intend to supply the defense with also soft copies.
Yes.
What will you do about the challenge of the documents not opening?
What we'll do is, I'll do it from my system because I'll be able to send a will transfer with the password and I'll then supply to every single council who's here and then I'll follow it. If that doesn't work, we'll walk around with flash this and look at it so you can put it into the system. But I think a more safe and security way is to use KCF. KCF
419F. KCF 419F. We have not told them what document that has not been supplied and why it has not been supplied as yet. So it's in fact to KCF, and NTSA will be producing the same document, and we have intended to supply it by today because we intended it to come tomorrow or Wednesday. It's just a printout of the NTSA record and the certificate.
Given in support thereof, as well as the response thereto by each of the defense counsel and counsel for the victim's family, I will allow the adjournment as prayed until tomorrow at 9 a.m. Witness summons for the witnesses present today are extended until tomorrow. The prosecution shall supply all counsel with the soft and hard copies of the data in question, together with the documents in respect of this motor vehicle registration number KCF 49F by 2 p.m. today. And you ensure that you do that if you can, if you are able to supply earlier, the better, so that we will be able to proceed tomorrow without fail, because the defense will also need time to study these documents. And I hope that going forward, you'll be more diligent. It is not fair for either of us to come ready to proceed, yet these days were agreed upon in September, and you've not done what you ought to have done to ensure that you facilitate the hearing. Yes. So with that, we adjourn until tomorrow at 9 a.m. So thank you.